Hey there, I hope you're having a great day. And today I want to land the plane of this devotional series that I've been calling Social Faith, where we're thinking about how it is that we use social media, in fact, more broadly technology, as a follower of Jesus, because we can use it in very positive ways, but it can also be used in ways that are very negative and adverse to our walk with the Lord and maybe even our witness for Jesus. The 17th of May was the first in-person service that we had here at Gate City, even though it was outside, the first in-person service that we had since the social distancing requirements were implemented back in mid-March. And it was really, it felt kind of strange on Sunday morning because for the first time in a couple of months, I was getting up and I was ironing some pants for the boys, and I was making sure that I had the message back in my mind, because for the first time in a couple of months, I'm going to actually get to talk to real people that I'm actually able to look at and see, as opposed to staring at them through the lens of a camera. And it felt kind of weird. And why is that? Because very quickly, just like you, we very quickly get used to different circumstances. In the end, we all have some inflexibilities, but truth be told, all of us, as circumstances change or as changes are forced upon us, very quickly we can get used to a different routine, to a new normal, even in a short period of time. The danger in that is this, that your faith connection and your relational connection with other followers of Christ and the living out of your faith has probably, for most of us, been occurring only online for the past couple of months. I'm grateful. Hopefully you're grateful for the technology that's afforded us the opportunities we have had. But in this, there is a real threat. And it's one that I believe the writer of Hebrews, even though he doesn't mention technology, I believe he highlights the threat in Hebrews chapter 10, starting in verse 24. This is what we're told. Let us watch out for one another to provoke love and good works, not neglecting to gather together as some are in the habit of doing, but encouraging each other, and all the more as you see the day approaching. The writer of Hebrews, God is using him to remind believers in the first century, as we still have access to this today, reminding us, among other things, as followers of Jesus, our walks with the Lord are not lived in isolation. They are deeply personal, but they're not private. And we are not to operate as islands unto ourselves. The Christian life is meant to be done not simply in community, but as part of family, church family. Among other things, that means in person. Very quickly, we've gotten, many of us, comfortable with a new normal, that we're connecting with other believers on a computer monitor, on a TV screen. And sincerely, I'm glad that we've had this, because without it, we've been operating, in terms of our faith, operating almost in jail cells. It's been great to be able to have our youth and some of our other classes to connect through Zoom, and to be able to do devotions like this and services online. That's been a great blessing. But very easily what can happen is that in experiencing this for weeks on end, you get very comfortable with that. So that whenever it is that it becomes acceptable and safe for you to be able to in person connect with other followers of Jesus, that you think, I'm just not going to do that. This staying at home, this staying in my pajamas, this looking at a TV screen or a computer monitor, that's good enough. Let me just say that certainly long term it is not good enough. And I realize that there's going to be different stages where people are more comfortable, and as more things are permissible in terms of us gathering in person, not everyone's going to come back at the same time. But as you are comfortable and as it becomes a possibility for us to gather in person, I want you to seize those opportunities and don't replace actual in-person relationships with watching something on a screen, because it's just not the same. We need to be in contact. We need to be experiencing personal relationships that are lived out physically among and physically in the presence of others. Because in doing so, we're able to help watch out for each other, that we're able to help promote and provoke good works and greater demonstrations of love. And beyond that, we're able to encourage each other, and we need that the closer it is that we get to the day of Christ's return. Listen, I'm grateful for technology, grateful for the internet and all the stuff that's been possible for us. Don't let it be a substitute for you gathering in person, though, with other believers. Why? Because we need each other. God bless you. Have a great rest of your day.